Assalamu alaikum, beta. Today we have a very important topic that's relative pronouns. Relative pronouns. I've write a few sentences for you, and I met Shahid. Shahid had just returned. Okay. Second sentence. I have found the book. I lost the book. Okay, third sentence. Here is the book. You lent me the book. Okay. So we have three sentences. I met Shahid. Shahid had just returned from America. I have found the book. I lost the book. Here is the book. You lent me the book. Okay. Let's combine this sentence and this sentence into one sentence. As you know, I met Shahid. First sentence, Shahid had just returned. So these are two sentences. We will combine these sentences to form a single sentence. Number first, I met Shahid. Okay. Instead of writing Shahid had just returned, we can say I met Shahid who had just returned. Okay. Number second, we replace Shahid who had. Shahid had just returned. Here we say who had just returned. Who actually refers to Shahid. Okay. Second, I have found the book. Okay. I lost the book which I lost. Okay. Third, here is the book. Here is the book. You lent me that. You lent me. Okay. If we analyze these sentences by combining the two sentences to form a single sentence, we use a relative pronoun. How? I met Shahid. Shahid had just returned. I met Shahid. Not Shahid had just returned, but who had just returned. I I have found the book. I lost the book. I have found the book which I lost. Which refers to I have found the book. I lost the book. So book here left, which here refers to the book already mentioned. Here is the book that you lent me. That here refers to the book. Here's the book. You lent me the book. But that you lent me means that refers to the book. So the words in the first sentence is who, in the second sentence is which, and in the third sentence is that. In the first sentence, the word who is used instead of Shahid. Okay? And does the work of pronoun. Does the work of pronoun. Okay? Here, I met Shahid. Shahid had just returned. I here say I met Shahid who had just returned. Who had just returned. That means who actually refers to Shahid already mentioned. So who is used in place of Shahid, which is a noun. So who is used as a pronoun. And second, in the second sentence, in the same way, in the second sentence, we have the word, in the first sentence, the word who, in the first sentence, who joins two statements and also does the work of conjunction. Does the work conjunction. How? I met Shahid. First statement. Shahid had just returned. We will join these two statements into a single statement. I met Shahid, who had just returned, and removing the full stop here. So their two statements are joined to form a single statement by a word, that's who, and here it's used as a conjunction, and in a in a way it's used, it actually who refers to Shahid is used instead of Shahid. That means it's work as a pronoun. And in the second way, it refers actually does the work two works. It combines two statements to form a single statement and does the work of a conjunction. So the words who, which, that, all called relative pronouns. Why? Why are they called relative pronouns? Why? Because they relate or they relate, carry us back to something or some noun going before, which is called antecedent. I met Shahid. Okay, Shahid is mentioned. The Shahid had returned. I met Shahid. We need not to use Shahid anymore. We can use who had just returned. The who here actually used instead of Shahid. We need not to repeat Shahid once again. We use who to replace Shahid. So Shahid is a noun, and who is used to replace that noun. It's a pronoun. So it's called a relative pronoun because it refers to or carries us back or relates to a noun already used in the first statement. That's called the antecedent. Okay. So these are called the words who, which, and that are called as relative pronouns. These relative pronouns have also their nominative, genitive, and accusative case, and which relative noun is used where, for example, which is used for things, not for living things, but for not for human beings, but for the things that is used in a different place, and who is used mostly in, for people. So and they too, these relative pronouns have their nominative, genitive, and accusative forms as with the adjectives and various other personal pronouns. We'll be discussing it tomorrow. Till then, Khuda Hafiz.